Good afternoon, how are you?
It's not been a great few days for you. Glad to be back on home soil on Wednesday.
Yeah, we've had a few frustrations, to be perfectly honest, the last couple of games. Some not of our making, I'd like to say, but yeah, we'd obviously got to put that behind us and look ahead to another difficult fixture, in fairness, but it's a home game, so we'll look forward to it.
How do defeats like that impact upon morale? Does it make your job that much harder?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think sometimes you have to give credit to the opposition. Certainly against Tottenham, they were the better side on the day. We had, once again, a number of decisions that we felt could have gone our way early in the game, which may have changed the game somewhat in our favour, but we didn't get them, and Tottenham took the game away from us. The Newcastle game was a different case in point because we played really well up to the point when Glenn got first sent off. Up to that point we were playing really, really well in the game. So in terms of confidence, we're not dented in any way. We're still very positive. We just got to put those two games and the events and circumstances of the game behind us and concentrate on Everton.
Your chairman, Peter Coates, said he wants better quality refereeing and linesmanship. Would you concur with that?
Well, everybody has their own opinion about it. You just want performance levels to be at a good level. We're all judged on our performances, managers, coaches, players obviously, and referees are judged as well. So we just want good performances from everybody involved in the game.
Any decision as yet as to whether you will appeal your dismissal at Newcastle? I know you got till the 2nd of January.
I wouldn't have thought so. I got pulled up on the fact that I kicked the ball onto the pitch, which that's a fact. So there's no way around it really. I can't really defend that. That's what I did. So if that's what the issue is, then yeah, I'm going to have to hold my hands up.
So if you had a wish for 2014, consistency from the men in black?
Well, among other things, I think there's, over the last couple of days, I've looked at certain incidents in some games where, in comparison to some of the decisions that went against us, there were anomalies in a number of games in comparison to the decisions that went against us. So that is the consistent level that you're talking about, and that's what you want to see. At the moment, a number of key moments in games have gone against us, so we'd like that to change in the new year.
What are you expecting from Everton, one of your former clubs, doing particularly well under?
Doing very well, and we've had recent experience of the quality that they're showing. Obviously, we're well beaten at Goodison. 4-0 could have been more, if we're honest. So we've got a quick opportunity to turn that around because it was very difficult for us. Everton on the day were very, very good and deserved to win comprehensively. But we've got an opportunity to readdress that. It's our home game, and our home form's good. So we want to put a better showing than we did against Everton at Goodison.
And 1 or 2 back in terms of injuries and suspensions that you've been happy with?
Yeah, that'll help us. I think that certainly had an impact yesterday at Tottenham. So we'll welcome back the likes of Glenn and Mark Wilson. So that'll help us, and we'll make a better fist of it. I'm sure. We're enjoying playing at home at the moment. We're getting great support, and we want to carry on our good run at the Britannia.
Midway through the season, Mark, if you were to issue a half-term report as such, what would it look like?
I think it's as much as we thought it would be. I said at the beginning of the season that I felt there'd be occasions when, unfortunately, we would disappoint ourselves because it's a little bit of a season of transition somewhat, but on other occasions we will be delighted with what we've produced, and that's been the case. More often than not, I've been really pleased with what we've done. On occasions we've disappointed ourselves, but that will happen. There'll be ups and downs, and no doubt from now to the end of the year, the end of the season rather, there will be. But I just think this second half of the season will be good for us because I think we'll become stronger as a team. We've got the benefit of the work that we've done in the initial part of the season, so we're looking ahead.
Finally, for me, if you are to strengthen in the January transfer window, what sort of areas would you be looking at? Because you're not going to tell me you're going to buy it.
No, we'll look at key areas of the field. Obviously, it's well documented. We were looking to add to the options in attack if we could. We weren't able to do it in the summer. We'll try again in January, but it's not easy. But there's nothing that I can say definite that's in the pipeline for us at the moment. So it may be a long window for us. Well, we'd like to think we could do something if we can.
Mark, you tried to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Your players don't take dives. You know, you get dealt a game at St James's Park and a game at White Hart Lane. You know, but however straight you try and play it, how to play a straight bat. You know, do you feel frustrated when you find that say the authorities don't seem to be playing that bat so straight?
Well, we've been frustrated by decisions going against us, and that's fair to say. But when the game is gone, I think sometimes you just have to move on because you can't do anything about it. I think it's right that we're going to make representations to certain bodies, because I think it's important that we don't just take it lying down. We think, and certainly feel as a club, we're a little bit aggrieved by what we've gone through last couple of games, but we just think it's important that we have a voice, and that's what we'll try and do. But sometimes you just got to keep on going and hope things turn around for you. Certainly the Newcastle one is one that's certainly changed the course of the game and the result we felt. Possibly a little bit different at Tottenham, because I think Tottenham on the day were a better team than us, and we were struggling to cope with them. But who's to say if decisions had gone for us, it could have changed the shape of that game as well. But certainly the Newcastle one was one that was a real disappointment in terms of the performance of the referee, and as I said, as like at the end of the game. So we just hope that's going to improve from our point of view.
Any injuries as a result of yesterday, Mark?
Yeah, Andy Wilkinson is out injured. He's got a problem with his heel, so he's not going to be available for certainly a couple of games, I would think, just depending on the severity of it.
And as the next three matches are at home, do you look at that with some relief and hope that the referees will bring the odd black cat in for us, rather than run over all the ones we've had?
Well, you never know. I mean, we've got a good run of games at home against good opposition, you have to say, so they're not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. But we like to think, with our home form and how we're playing and how we're approaching games, that things will start to change for us in terms of luck and decisions, key decisions in games going our way, because it's obvious to everybody just in recent times that hasn't been the case.
The Villa performance was particularly impressive. Is that, and the atmosphere was particularly good. Is that what you're looking for Everton?
Yeah, that was a big game for us, and I think everybody recognised the importance of the game, and we were able to take the game away from Villa quite comfortably, I felt, in the end. So we were happy with what we produced there. We need a similar performance against Everton and the games that follow. So if we can do that, which we're capable of, and we've shown that not only against Villa but Chelsea as well. So we're up against another top team who are playing well with confidence, but we're at home and our confidence is good. Hence the last couple of games haven't dampened our enthusiasm or our confidence in any way, shape or form. So we're looking ahead to the game with relish. We want to get on with it. It's important just to put the last two games behind us and get on with it.
Have a good New Year.
Mark,
Thank you.
Very finally, do you share your chairman's belief as well that there's this big club, small club syndrome when it comes to some of the decisions that go against sides like yourself?
I'm not sure if that's the case. There's a perception that can happen. It's difficult to go against the bigger clubs when you're the away side and there's a significant crowd in the stadium, and it's difficult to get every decision right, and that's what you experience when you're at a club that's not at the top of the Premier League sometimes.
Mark, it's happened to other clubs as well, so do you feel like there's some anomaly in the refereeing, and maybe that there should be something done about it, because it's happened to West Brom against Chelsea, it's happened to, if you look at Gaspoy, he's had a fair amount of bad decisions.
There seems to be a trend forming. Let's hope it doesn't continue. Maybe the referees have just had a good Christmas.